Hey guys, so let's continue creating the last and skill effect. I mean passive. So we have everything set here. Actually, I think we completed this. I was so sleepy, I couldn't even like. I think I dozed off a couple of seconds there. That's why I had to end the stream. But I think we have done everything that needs to be done. So what I'm gonna do is go to player chat and set the max hull to something crazy, 900 or 9000. Anyways, we are going with a percentage, so it doesn't matter. If we just set it to something like 90% or 80% should be good, I think, because nah, let's go with, I think, let's reduce the um, max hull to maybe 1000. Yeah, let's test with this. So let's equip the skill. I think that's not the weapon. Did I not assign it? It's in the defense. Yeah, okay, fine. So it's in the defense, so let's equip that. And right now our attack power is 5. So I'm just gonna end this, enter, and we have some null reference. Okay, why are we doing reflect damage effect? Why are we doing this? This is a defense, right? It has a chain shot, active skill, last stand, passive skill. So I don't understand. I don't understand where this is coming from. Let me try, let me see. Oh, never mind. It's because the owner spaceship is null. But still, why is this getting called? Reflect damage. Where is this getting called from? In this is odd. Oh man. Okay, let's see where this is coming from. Okay, so turn manager and then spaceship base class, and in the base class we're calling dude. Okay, single click. Okay, there you go. On after take damage, we're invoking this. Fine. And then from the reflect damage, we are subscribing to that. But the thing is, there are no game objects that has that component here. Let's see us. No, this is really weird. I don't know where this is coming from. Let me try to reload domain and try again. Was in the defense, right? Yeah, it was the domain reload causing that issue. So what if I don't do it now? Fine. Okay, I see the issue. Because I have not unsubscribed from the static event, probably. That must be the case. Let me have a look. Oh man. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Let's just go here. There you go. We are just subscribing it everywhere but not unsubscribing it. Yep, that was the issue. So I'm just gonna public void on destroy owner special dot on after take damage minus equals that. Just gonna copy this and go here and put it in here as well. Well, I need to replace this, and that should take care of the issue that we were facing there. Yeah, that's the thing about not reloading domain and using static classes or events any state. For that to cause an error, and never mind, let's just move on. We're gonna do this, start battle and turn. Okay, one more time. 2, 3. Okay, right now we still have attack power of 5. So what I'm just gonna hit something. Okay, now I'm gonna end turn. Boom. I think this is still not 80%, so we may have to get hit a couple of times more. Yeah, I think it should go like close to 800, close to 800. 808, I think. Okay, next hit I'm gonna that skill is gonna take effect. So right now it's not like happening refreshing automatically. That's a simple fix, but we can come back to that. Wait, what? Oh wait, what? That's odd. Okay, duration 1 turn. Did I miss it by chance? 80%. So 1010 times 0.8 is actually 808. But how did I miss it? Oh, I see. I see. So the thing is, um, like it only stays for one turn. So enemies hit you, and immediately you're boosted. And when I go to the player turn, it's gone. So what I'm gonna do is right now, I'm just gonna go to this, make this 95%, and set the duration in turn to 2. Okay, let's try now. Battle, and now I need to get a couple of hits, so let's do that. Okay, I think I'm just gonna right. Okay, next it's going to happen 1 2 3. Right now, if I just refresh this, I have the attack power, and duration has gone down by 1, I think. Turns remaining is 0. Exactly. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. I'm looking at the prefab. Let's open the instance. Oh, there you go. So turns remaining is currently just 1 more. So if I intern now, the turn remaining becomes 0, and the effect is removed, right? And then a cooldown should have begun. So for 2 more turns, I won't be able to get it up. So right now the max activation is 1 per battle. I'm just gonna let's just look at the cooldown remaining. Let it go to 0. Cooldown remaining is not going down at all. That's probably because max activation is not more than 1, right? No, we have not implemented that, I think. So we need to work on the cooldown. Oh yeah. If turns remaining is greater than 0, we are going to do this. If it's exactly at 0, we are going to do this. Yes. If cooldown remaining is greater than 0, we need to decrement cooldown remaining. But that's not happening here. Why is that? Let's attach the script. Oh yeah. So that is because we unsubscribed from this event after the deactivation. Yes. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to unsubscribe and subscribe. Let me see. Hang on. On battle started. If it's greater than 0, we're going to do that. Okay. We are going to subscribe at initialization and unsubscribe on destroy. And that simple trick should take care of that issue, I mean. New game battle. Where is the shares? Battle and turn. And let's enter one more time. Oh, one more time. We need to do this one more time. 2, 3. And let's have a look at the skill while we activate it, right? So right now, the last hand has 0 turns remaining. Everything is like 0. It's not been triggered yet. But if I enter now, 1, 2, right, there you go. It got triggered. Everything was set. The turns remaining was 2, and the cooldown remaining was 2 plus 2. And we also like have the stat right now. Activations this battle has become 1, so no more activations because we only have 1 activations, right? What else? If I enter one more time, now the stat should be gone. Perfect. And cooldown remaining is still 2. So for 2 more turns, we won't be able to activate again anymore, even if we had like more than 1 activation per battle. So let's actually set it to 2. Okay, end turn. Nothing happens, but cooldown remaining goes down. One more time, and still nothing happens. But this time, we activated it again, and we have set the remaining cooldown and everything one more time, right? And now I'm just gonna let it cool down. Not gonna change the max activations. And yeah, right now yeah, one more cooldown, right? Let it happen. Okay, right now we are ready to activate it, but it does not happen because we have already crossed the max limit for this state. Let me refresh this. But if I change this, it happens again. Okay, perfect. One more thing. Yeah, I think that's enough. I was thinking like if we unequip it, it should go away, but it does not. And since we are not really checking if we have to checking for the turns or anything, it's gonna stay like that forever. But the thing is, you won't be able to unequip equipment during the battle, so that should be fine. But I think it's a good way to like, what if there are skills that can be activated during non-battle state, right? Could be a problem. So let's actually do that as well. Deactivate, activate passive. Yeah, let's just call this, and it should be done. This time I'm going to set the last hand threshold to 99%. Battle. End battle. One more time. And one more time. And now we have this. And if I unequip this, it should be gone. So that's perfect. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. And back. Where were we? So we're done with the last stand. So let me just commit the change and move on. Where's my? There you go. Right. Stage on. While I'm at it, let me see if the reflect damage does anything. It does not add any stats, so there is no need to do anything on destroy. So I'm just gonna leave it. This will be implement. What was it last time? Skill. Okay, I'm making kind of a Trello board for this. It's kind of rough right now, but I'm having a hard time. Like once I'm done with one thing, I'm having a hard time we either recalling what to do next, or you know, well, getting the motivation, I guess, to do, or selecting what to do next, right? The choice, what to do. Is it the damage pop-up or status effect, like that. So what I'm thinking is, let's go and do the status effect and synergy one after another. Then we're going to add the damage pop-up. That should give us a little more effects, right? Juice. I'm not gonna do this VFX right now. Maybe per skill we can do something like that. So passive skill is done. Yeah. I have some more passive skills. These are all like just what I had thought of in the previous prototype. There will be a lot of difference, I think. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I just want a vertical slice that I can, show to other people. So I'm not doing this player events, so I'm just gonna remove that. On skill change event, reapply cost. You know what? When we come to this, we are going to do that. And also implement minion spawn system. This will also be taken care of when we are working on the enemies, enemy intents and stuff like that. Um, Initialize the skill inside the player. I think we did it already. I'm just gonna remove that as well. Separate the enemy from, yeah, I'm not gonna do this. What I'm going to do instead is wherever I'm calling the base ship, like in the enemy, I mean, yeah, like in the, yeah, enemy spawner or turn manager, if I'm calling the base ship, I'm just gonna call the enemy ship there. Right now I had a quick look, not a thorough look, but it looks like the base class only contains all the damageable stuff. uh, so I'm just gonna leave that one as the base class. What else? You know what, I think disabling the co-pilot has made my process a bit more cleaner, I think, in a way. Not a lot of, if I want something, I'm just gonna do it instead of changing my mind on the go, I guess. Okay, in the stats, if there are no flat mods, set the base value to 1. This can be done later when we come to that. We are going to deal with it. I still don't know like what to do with the like chances, you know, percentage, like crit chance, all those things. Should I only change the UI, like UI side of things, or should I, because see, flat, like damage, we can increase the flat damage. Yeah, I think we're only going to change it on the UI side of things. So yeah, fine. Okay, I think we have a clean board. Now we're gonna add the synergies. So synergy. All right, what do we need for the synergy to do? When we equip and unequip, okay, equipment definition will contain, will uh, be classified, will have a list of factions. Okay, normally the equipment will have like a single faction. That's the like normal thing, but maybe some unique equipment can be a merge of those different factions, so we can do something like that. But I think yeah, in the prototype I only had one faction per equipment, so but I always had this in mind, so might as well just start with this. A list of factions, right? And then yeah, I'm just gonna move it to the bottom like this, and then on equip, show yeah, show is better instead of instantiating it. Yeah, enable and show, toggle and show patch. Should I just refresh the whole thing? On equip, synergy manager, maybe, yeah, synergy manager will contain a list of a dictionary, dictionary of faction and its count. On equip and unequip, right? You get the picture. we update that, and then update UI. And we're just gonna refresh it. Yeah, no need to think too much about it. We'll just have a set number of factions and just refresh their accounts and toggle them. Okay, I think this is good. Synergy. What else do we need for the synergies to do? Well, synergy will have synergy manager should take care of adding and removing like stats, or yeah, mostly stats, maybe effects as well, not sure. Should it be able to spawn and despawn passives? I think that's a good idea. So synergy should be able to spawn and despawn passive. Okay, I did not. Okay, fine. And then add remove stats. Okay, and then add and remove status effect. It does not make sense because status effects only, they are not permanent. They go away, right? I think these two should be the main focus for the synergy. So where does the passive, who holds the passive and stats? So we can have a faction definition. So faction definition will hold passive. Now, first of all, it needs to hold how many things should be there, right? Like how many tiers. I mean, it needs to hold a tier and a list of passive, a list of stats. Okay, so it should hold a dictionary of tier, which is just gonna be an integer for now. And then what? A dictionary of integer and by the way, I'm just like processing something else that I said like a couple of seconds ago. That's why it's not just this particular thing that I'm stuck on. Okay, let's see. So it will have a list of passive, and then a list of what? Stats. Fine, let's go with that. So we need a different class for this. Instead of dictionary, maybe we can just add a class that holds everything. So on equip, we do this, and also we need to refresh the whole thing. We need to, no wait, So it gets this, right? Faction integer. It's going to spawn whatever it has and link it to something. Link it to what? Since faction, yeah, we can link it to the faction definition as its source. No, that's not possible because we may have to remove only certain tiers. So tier should be a class, maybe. Yeah, tier can be. Wait, instead of faction definition, what if tier itself? Okay, like item. I'm just gonna replace this with this. Like the item class from the inventory manager. Let's create. So we have a faction definition. Faction tier. Faction tier. And the faction tier will have count for like how many items should be there, how many like how many items of same faction should be there, and then list of passive and a list of stats. Okay, and in the on equip we need to refresh, right? So during the refreshing we need to check everything again. So during that no, before that, on equip, no, wait. So on equip we are going to get a faction and its count. So we need a reference for something. What though? Like if it is a dictionary, okay, so a dictionary with faction and steer. Okay, so on reaching that count, I'm just gonna spawn. Well, spawning. No. Oh wait. Not spawning is not required. It's just a class, right? What we can do is on equip. Let me see. So on equip. Let's say we have a faction that goes above the threshold, and we need to add these passive, instantiate them. So after instantiating them, we need to create a. Okay, this is getting too much. So what I'm going to do is I keep it simple. Just add a dictionary of here as key and a list of passive that are spawned. Okay, these are like spawned passives. We just check if the faction tier is valid. We spawn it. We spawn the instance of all the passives, just make it a child of the maybe the synergy manager, and assign those game objects, I mean that class, that instance, to uh to this here. It probably only will be like one passive at a time, but still I think having a list gives you more opportunities if you want to experiment a little. All right, so we spawned everything. Okay, let's deal with unequipping now. On unequip, unequip. What is ref, by the way? What is ref? I don't know what ref is. Refresh. Okay, on unequip, we're gonna refresh one more time. And then remove all the tiers that are no longer valid. Dictionary tier instantiate valid. So destroy invalid here. Okay, and similarly add stats, valid stats, then destroy invalid here stats pass. All right. So there's a Mobile Legends game. I don't get the name. That deals with synergies. So it had a unique property, unique synergy. So like demon class, if there are more than one demon class, it's going to remove everything else. Should we do that? I mean, basically it removes like all the passives. So what we can do instead is, when we are like on equip, right, that's when we increase the state, right? So when we are refreshing it, we need to be like, keep the so that should go on the faction definition. What I'm going to do is keep and keep previous tier bonus. So this will be automatically true, I mean by default true. Yeah, but for those classes it won't be true. So if we have like a second tier and this is like false, set to false, like the demon class example, it's going to remove the previous tier, like tier 1. stuff as well, and just give the tier 2 uh, stuff. Okay, this is kind of big. Let's see. So synergy. Do I need to add these things to Trello? Yeah, no need. It's gonna take more time. I have it in the notepad, but if I encounter some issue, I'm just gonna add that to the Trello and see how to deal with it. Okay, we are done with the passive skills for now. I'm just gonna make sure all the classes are in the proper folders. Let's go to last stand in the Explorer, and it's in the passive skills. Okay. Yeah, we had to refresh the passive skill UI, but it can wait. We have not decided what to display yet. The spawning and destroying is fine now. Same for the active skill. Okay. Let's create a folder. Let's create a new folder called Synergy System. And I'm gonna make a new class here. First we need public. Like, one thing I like about GitHub, it auto completes most of the menial tasks. Like if I'm creating a scriptable object, it does the attribute according to what I have done in the previous files. So that's kind of handy, to be honest. I'm thinking of enabling it. Let's see if it becomes too much of a labor. I'm gonna do it. So public class. First, we are going to create the start definition. Synergy definition. Synergy definition, and this will be scriptable object. Okay, let's move this to its own file, and then drag and drop it into the synergies. Okay, let's open any SO we have. You know what, I have to rename these things with SO at the end, so it's easier to find them. Inventory has a equipment SO, right? Base item definition. Yeah, this one, not base. We should go to equipment definition. Okay, let me just copy this line here. There's this. This will be new synergy definition. So then this will be synergy definition, and the subfolder will be synergy. Okay, perfect. All right, what do we need inside the synergy? Definition. Oh, wait. I named it faction definition. Synergy definition sounds much better and more relatable, I think, sort of faction. So in that case, yeah, I can just wait. I don't want to take up too much time for something that I have already done. Let me have a look at what I've done in my prototype. Synergy, synergy. Yeah, it is synergy definition here. And what else? Synergy indicator. Those are the UIs, I think. We have faction class. No, it's a enum. I see. So synergy definition, and then we have a synergy tier. Okay, so synergy will hold the enum and also all the icon and everything else. Is exact account required? Yeah, this is the one that I was talking about. And inside the manager, we have a list of synergy definition and synergy indicator. Those are the UI. And then a dictionary for faction counts. Check synergies. After equipping, we are checking all the equipment item slots. We get the faction of those item definition. I mean equipment definition. And if excuse me, if it has the faction, we are just gonna increment it. We're gonna do the same thing for crew panel as well. And then we remove all the stats from those. Yeah, these things, this thing we need to, I mean, removing all the stats and re-adding them is not an issue, but removing all the passive skills that are already spawned, that's kind of extra. It's kind of a performance hit, no matter how small it is. And also it can kind of break if those passive have let's say states, like it's counting the turns and stuff like that. So we shouldn't do this. Apply new bonus. Yeah, we are reapplying everything. Just get the definition from the synergy definition, and for each definition tier, if we have reached it, so the boolean we are checking by this one. So is exact count required? If that's the case, we are going to use the equal sign. It is exactly that. Or else we are going to be like more than or equal to that. Yeah, I think we need to do this differently, because no, I think this is how the demon class works. So I'm just gonna keep that. If it's reached, we are adding the mod stats. Instead we are going to spawn the passive. So okay, let me take a quick break. And I'm back. Ooh. Okay. Right. Okay, I think we can do exactly what we are doing here, except some changes. And I just realized I did not have to go so thorough with the comments here. Oh, just this one was fine, I guess. I mean, it's not really doing anything, to be honest. Anyways, okay, where was I? So stat definition. Instead, we are going to call this synergy. Yeah, synergy definition is better. Wait, that's what we are doing here, right? Yeah. Anyways, energy definition. It also has energy stat bonus. We can just use the stat bonus instead of like extra class for that. Energy tier. This one has the bonus and required count. Yeah. Let's rename these things, I guess, in the notepad. So faction tier. This is gonna be synergy tier. Yeah. Then synergy definition. Not faction definition. Yeah, this is synergy. Wait. We'll come back to that later. And then in the synergy tier, required count. Yeah. Then bonuses. That's this one. Yeah. Okay. I see that I used this one. Use the list here as well. But we are going to have one more extra thing, that is the passive. Wait. Okay. So these things, the get string and everything, this was because like I had the whole tooltip system working in the prototype, but then I realized what to do when if we need localization, right? So I think I'll keep this on hold for a while. Just work with Unity's Sierra localization, the native one, and yeah. I'll decide how to work on that later. What else? And then can keep private. Yeah, this is part of the synergy definition, so that's fine. Is exact count. I think this is the we are looking for. Is exact count required? So this is going to be false by default, I guess. So everything else is not expecting this, but only the special unique classes, like the demon class, or maybe in my game the anomaly, they will have this thing turned on. Then the tiers, synergy tiers. Yeah. List of synergy. There you go. Okay, I think this is good enough for the synergy tier. I mean synergy definition. Let's do it. So first one is synergy tier. Public class energy. Yeah, here. And this is just a class, right? It's just a class, a serializable class that holds the required count and everything. So this is going to hold an integer public int required count, and then public int list of passive. I think we got the wrong list here. List from I'll just add it. List of passive skill. What? Skill. And where is this coming from? What is this? Oh, my bad. Okay, now okay, using generic, yes, and we'll call this passive skills, and similarly public list of stat bonuses. Okay, what else? That's it. Now here we need two things. First is, do we want this to be a serialized field? Public, I mean, I usually do that, but so much I'll just go with this. Public what was it? List of synergy tiers, and we'll call this synergy tiers. And then one more, public in boolean. I almost did a pirate software there. Bool, what was that? Is exact count required? Is exact count required? What else? Yeah, that's it. Just gonna move this to its own class. Oh, we also need the synergy type. Let's do that as well. Public enum synergy faction type, faction class. Let's just go with faction. Let me see what were the factions for my old game. I mean, prototype. Here. Yeah, I'll just copy this. I think we'll not have any none here. None is invalid. Okay, it's not going to be the class. Maybe, but if you want to, we can do that, I guess. Yeah, in the synergy tier, in synergy definition, we have faction, a single faction, but I'm going to have a list of faction. Public list factions. Synergy faction, I guess. Forget. A lot of overthinking. All right, know what? I'm just gonna save this. You can stay in single file for now. Let's see how it looks in the Unity. In the config folder, we're gonna create a new folder for the synergy, or synergy, synergies, or synergy. Right click, create dp or blazing potato or blue pixels. Synergy definition. So for this, just gonna add. Oh wait. Oh, my bad. Synergy must have a single faction, not a list. I confused that with the equipment. It should have a single faction. Yeah, better. And this will be Valerian. So we can just go with Valerian energy definition. And let's create one more. This will be R A T H A R R. Okay, these are the warriors, so let's give them oh, this is a passive skill, right? So first entry will be 2 items. This requires 2 items. It just gives you stat bonus, attack power of additive increase of 5%. And let's create one more, and this is gonna need 4 items of this faction. This is going to give us same thing, maybe attack power for now, and this is gonna give you 10% increase. Okay, and similarly this one. And for the Valerians, I think these are the strategies, maybe. This one also requires 2 counts, and no passive for now, just a stat definition, maybe something that we can see. Hull, let's increase hull by 100. Increase by 5%. Duplicate this. This requires 4. We're gonna increase it by 10%. Okay. And this is gonna have the icon, maybe. Not really, because maybe along with the faction enum, we can have faction definition as well. Later. Okay, synergy is done. Synergy definition is done, I mean. Let's go to the gameplay main scene. Before I continue, let's commit these changes. Create Energy definition, and we need to add the synergy manager. It's gonna add that in here. Synergy manager. While I'm at it, let me drag and drop this one as well. This is kind of like a manager as well. So here we need to create a new script for the manager. Let me create that one here. Public class synergy manager mono behavior. Move it to its own file. Okay, let's have a look at my list. I don't think I did anything in terms of manager. Let's have a look at this one though. So in the synergy manager, we have a synergy definition list. Let's compare this to what I have planned here. So we need a dictionary for this dictionary is fine. Dictionary for the faction count. Okay, we'll have that one. Also synergy definition list is also fine. We can get that. And for the private stuff that holds the reference for these passives, we need to create a dictionary with a key with a tier key and a list of passives that are spawned. That's it. So first one is public, not public, device field of list of not that list of synergy definition SO. I'm just gonna call this synergy definitions. Okay. You know, actually I can just make a list. Oh wait, so now since the synergy is an enum, can we set the enum? No, we can't do that. Since it's an enum, we can't make that the key of the dictionary. I think it's time to actually do the synergy definition as well. I mean, faction definition as well. I was talking about faction, not synergy, by the way. Okay, since faction is an enum, what we can do is create a public class faction definition SO from scriptable object. What was it? Screen orientation. Describe screen orientation. Okay, and we can just create asset menu, file name will be new faction. Let's give it a space. Faction definition. Yeah, and then the path will be menu name. Let me just copy be this. And then replace this with faction. Okay, and this can hold the enum, but now I think we don't even need the enum. Yeah, I don't think we even need this, but well, now we need to replace this with this one. Faction definition. Okay, I'm just gonna move this to its own file, cut this and move it inside the faction definition so we can delete it later if we want to, if we have to. Let's go to the synergy manager now. So we have this, and we also have the faction faction scriptable object for the key for the dictionary. So let's create that. I want to be able to see it in the inspector, so I'm just gonna make this a serialized dictionary of type faction definition and integer for the faction count. So I'm just gonna call this faction count dictionary. Okay, and let's add a space so we know this is just gonna be private field later. And what else do we need? Something to hold references to the instantiated passive list. Let's also make this a serialized dictionary. Why not? Dictionary. And this is gonna hold faction definition I saw again, and a list of passive kills instances. I'm just gonna call this spawned passive skills. No, wrong. We just needed the tier, not that. Man, I think I need to undo a lot of things. Just gonna reset everything. It's just synergy manager, right? I can just put this, copy this, reset everything, and just stage and then reset. Okay, now let it recompile. It has to. It did not need to. Why is this not reloading? Let me reopen this. All right, let's add this here. Let me just keep it here for now. So this will be faction and integer, and then this will be the tier uh, synergy tier and integer. Okay, now we can move it to its own file. Go there and let's add the using statement for this. Okay, we have the spawned passive skills here. That is linked to synergy tier, so that's perfectly fine. This is a class, right? So it can be an object. Then what else did we need? Stats. Well, we could add it to a dictionary, or we can just pass this synergy tier as the source object and just remove everything that is attached to that source object. Yeah. Okay, save this. Again, I'm just gonna drag and drop this controller into the managers folder with an empty called synergy manager, and add the synergy manager class. It needs a synergy definition. Synergy definition, yeah. Let's populate that. And then faction count. These two are private fields, are going to be, and this is how it would look. This one will be like this. Required count. This is a class, right? So it's already coming from the synergy definition. These things, require count and a passive skill and all that good things. And for the value, we are going to have a list of instantiated passive skills. Let's clear this and this. That did not work. There you go. Okay, synergy manager. Now we need to implement this, create this. Let's commit this, so if we have any changes later, I can just reset the whole thing. Create synergy manager class. I can amend it later if I want. Okay, synergy manager, how does it work? First, let's compare this with what we have planned just now. So on equip, we are checking the synergies again. So that is the refresh method that we thought of, right? So in the refresh method, we are clearing the faction counts, and then we are populating it again. We can do this, nothing wrong here. What is this? Misalignment. And what else? Okay, we populate this, and for each this thing, we populate this, but we are removing everything, right? Okay, let's go until the populating thing. So I'm just gonna create a thing. Is there a event that's happening on equip? Let's see. No, there are no events here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hard code it for now, since I'm doing it already anyways. Uh, so serialize field, private, synergy manager, um, synergy manager. Maybe you could make it a. We'll do it later. It's going to stay in the same scene, so serialize field, serial reference. I mean, on equip. After spawning all the equipment stuff, we're passing this to that. So we need I think we don't have to hold on to all the equipped items. You know what? Nothing is holding the equipped items reference anywhere, even the equipment panel, I think. Yeah, even this is not doing that. Should I refresh the whole thing, the energy synergy, or just add and remove? I think just adding and remove works, right? Because we already have the equipment definition here. Yeah. So I can call handle synergy okay. If the prefab, no, let's just call the synergy manager dot add on equip the equip definition. Yeah, and I can generate this method there. Public and here no need to clear. We should not clear. We just need to get we just need to check if we already have a. Will this be null? No, it won't be null because we are already checking it here, right? If it is null, it's not going to do it anyways. So if the faction count dictionary try get value, oh wait, no. If the faction count dictionary dot of type, oh, for each, oh, I see. Okay, for the equipment definition, we need to add a public list of faction called factions. Yay. And here I'm going to go through for each faction inside the equipment definition dot factions. I need to check if there is already a dictionary here. Entry evaluate pair, right? So for that, I can be like if if the faction dictionary dot contains, if it does not contain the this particular faction, we're gonna create one faction dictionary faction and set it to 0. Fine, not an issue. I'm just gonna increment it here, and then faction dictionary faction. I mean, we could just go with else. Anyways, so for each faction we are going to increment it. If it does not have it, we're just gonna create one. Yeah, perfect. And then on unequip, public void unequip that one. Yeah. Again, this is gonna bring this here, and if it does not contain here, this is not really going to work at all. If it is already equipped, it should already be there. I'm just gonna remove that, just minus. For some reason, if it's not there at the time of unequipping it, it should be a bug. So let it throw an error so we can figure out the root cause. Yeah, so I just need to go to the inventory controller, item interaction controller, and on equipping, on unequipping, I just need to, let's handle synergy unequipping. Synergy manager unequip, and pass the equipment definition. Okay, we can test this. Let's go. Did I? Yeah. Okay, I think this is going to give us an error for a different reason for the singleton. But oh wait, we just compiled, so maybe not. No, it will, because there is no static instance. Anyways, let's give this test. Let's have the weapon 1 belong to Valerian and Thor, and second one just Thor, and third one will be just Valerian. Okay, press play, close map, equip 1. Yep, that's a error. Let's see if it does anything. No, we need to go back to the force scene right from here. Oh, didn't have to go there. Anyways, in the main scene, let's hold this in view. No, I mean this one in view. Equip the first one. We forgot to add the reference for the synergy manager. Here, drag and drop my synergy manager here. Go to core, display, new game, close map. This is in synergy manager. and we have to this thing. Yes, and this is the second one. So Qatar has two. Let me remove this. Yes, nice, nice. Let me remove this, and we'll write in 0 this time. This will be 1. Perfect. Yeah, nice. Nice. Yes, okay, that is working. Let's go. What were the debug logs? I need to remove them. If it's spamming too much. Okay. So we are done with faction counts. So this is a good point to commit the changes. Implement incrementing and implement faction count dictionary. On increment and decrement plus and minus on equip and unequip. Things are hard, bro. Yeah. Okay, now all I need to do is spawn the passive skills. We don't have the passive skills yet, so instead I'm going to add the stats. Okay, I see why I commented it that way, like step 1, step 2. Makes sense, to be honest. Step 1, what we did here is add remove counts, faction count. Yeah, and then on the equipping we need to get the synergy tier that is valid. How are we doing it here? It's a bit different, but still won't hurt to take a look. So in the faction count for each faction, we're going to look for the definition. Fine, synergy definition, I mean. And if the definition is normal, for each definition here, yeah, this is gonna be different. Instead of each definition tier, no. If the definition is normal, let's see. So this is fine. So we are going to look through for each, look through the faction count dictionary. So faction count, and it's gonna be faction count dictionary. And inside this, definition will be Yeah, we can find the definition with action. Let's find it. uh, Definition. Synergy definition will be synergy definition find um, faction count fc dot key what. Oh, wait. We are looping through synergy definition. My bad. Synergy definitions. And we're gonna look for synergy definition is equal to the faction count dot key. This is synergy definition SO. Oh, I see. Synergy definition SO. So synergy definition dot faction is equal to this key. Okay, so if the synergy definition is null, let's just continue. Wouldn't be null, but yeah, let's do that. And then, especially while we are testing, we're bound to do that anyway. So if the synergy definition is not null, then we need to get the valid tier. Where is the synergy tier? Like, we have a synergy tier here. Okay, this is kind of hard because how would you know what was your count before this? I think this is not gonna work. Yeah, this is not gonna work. We need to refresh everything, I think. So having the passive skill might be an issue, but we can have a synergy specific passive skills that do not have any states, like it's always on effect, and just destroy everything and pawn everything, I guess. And also, I'm not planning on having all the synergies have the weird unique logic. Yeah, so it's gonna be mostly just the stats. So let's deal with the stats then. So if we are dealing with the stats, then oh god. Okay, give me a second. I think this is not gonna work. Instead of doing it like this, maybe refreshing is the way to go. I'm just gonna stop it here, save everything, and I think it's been a while. I think it's almost 1:45 hours. So I'm just gonna stop here and take a break and come back later. So yeah, see ya.